is combined with the letter Jab Asr. See, and that they may know that the hour is coming, when the day of judgment is coming. Okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, because the one word, the life of this world will be over, then the day of judgment will be there. And there's no doubt about it. Allah says there's no doubt about this. Everybody thinks will be destroyed, everything will be perished, and then everybody will come back into life in the day of judgment. So how Allah will bring in, because He is Al-Ba'is. He's Al-Ba'is. He will bring everything back into for the judgment. Because why are we going to bring it back? Because Allah made this universe and the human being so that every action we do, these actions are recorded, and in the day of judgment, Allah will bring us back and we will be held accountable. And that's the whole thing. And the reward and punishment will be there, and that's the whole purpose of this life is. Then the people who will be successful, they will be rewarded with the eternal life and the eternal bliss. And those who are not successful, they will have their reward, whatever the Allah decides for them. This is exactly the whole idea. That's why the guidance, that's why the purpose defined of our life. Why Allah created the universe, what He created a human being, that's all. And that's the powerful attribute of Allah Al-Wise. Because Allah says, if I create something, why cannot create again? A lot of times the people say, how are we going to be created? When we die, our bone will turn into dust, our flesh will be turned into dust, and how Allah will bring this back? Allah says, in the first place I brought you back, first creation I did that, how can I not going to bring you back? That's easy for me. So the logical answer Allah gave in the Quran, when people ask Him, how it is possible, so it's possible for Allah to do it, because He said, be and it is. For Him it's nothing to bring anything. Everything is single thing is recorded. And from human perspective, if you look into that, we have a DNA, we can trace back the dinosaurs, we try to create a cloning, we bring that things back, and we are making a lot of vegetables today, a lot of fruits today, everything, bringing back, we got the big tomatoes and fruits and things, how we're resurrecting. Human being can bring back from this codes into a full shape. So why can Allah not bring everything who created in the first place? We did not even create them. We're just copying what Allah has already created. We are cheating what Allah has already done it. But Allah is the originator. He's the originate things, And that's the whole idea is. And we can copy it, but Allah originates things. And Allah can bring it back. And the second time it's easy for Allah because it's already there. The codes are there, the programs are there, and just to activate that, But human being can never bring original thing, This is already there because Allah already created for them. They're gonna pick from here, pick from there, and they create something, That's what Allah has already created. So this is the aspect of the attributes in that way. Allah is Al-Ba'is. And the other one was Ash-Shaheed. Allah is witnessing. There is a lot of places Allah mentioned in the Quran. Let's see, check one of those, 479. Find out the word where is, this is the one. Allah has Shaheeda. The last one. It ends, it's called witness here. So let's play that and the content in there. How Allah is using
What comes to you of good is from Allah. What comes to you of evil, O man, is from yourself. And we have sent you, O Muhammad, to the people as a messenger.
Now, in this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained good and evil. And the end, Allah is telling us through the Prophet ﷺ that Allah is sufficient and He is witnessing everything. And in the last word, Billah Shahida, that's the word, the attributes of Allah is Ash-Shaheed. Now, Allah is witnessing everything, and whatever happens on this earth, and it's like Allah is all aware, Allah is all knowing, all hearing, all seeing, and Allah also witnesses everything. So sometimes people, like I said last time, some very good example for the kids, you see, can you hide something? There's no, we cannot hide anything because Allah knows everything. Allah knows inside the minute details of every atom or every single particle, electron, protons, at that level, you know. At the macro level, if you look at the universe, billions of galaxies and universe, so Allah is aware of everything. Allah witnesses everything, what goes on. A lot of injustice takes place on this earth. The people get upset on that because what's going on in Syria, what's going on in Palestine, what goes on in something, and sometimes what's going on? Why there is no justice? You know, what's going on? Because Allah is not watching all this thing, what's going on? Why don't we get any help? Why don't we get any support? Allah explained that in the Quran also. The prophets and messengers came before also, because as a Muslim we understand this life is a test. It's not a life that we're going to be living forever. So we don't have to be impatient for that, for the justice. Because sometimes you have to wait to go to the court and you sit over there in the court benches and the attorney comes and judge comes and all those things. There's a time period involved. That's why when there is a day of judgment, the final day of judgment, then everybody will die and Allah will resurrect everybody, and then Allah will witness. Already Allah is witness right now. The records are there. So nobody can hide anything. So people should not be worried about that. The idea is, as a Muslim, we have to be patient for something. And we also speak for the justice. If something injustice takes place, we have to be active in that. And we live with Allah because Allah is witnessing it. Sometimes we don't worry about it. What if this guy will get away from all the injustices? No. Neither the Pharaoh, nor Assad, nor all those people are doing, the Hitler. No. Allah will judge everybody in the day of judgment. So nobody going to get away with that actually. And that's how it is. So in this area, in this particular context, sometimes Allah is saying, when I give a guidance, if you follow, then you will be better off, because all the good you do actually, Allah designed for you to do good actually. If you follow the guidance of Allah, you will always have the good. But if you don't follow, then the evil will come to you. In that context, it will come because if you disobey Allah. And that's why you're going to hurt yourself. If you drive 70 miles per hour, you're going to be better off the freeway speed is. But if you're going to try to speed up at 110 miles, and it's not designed for that, you will hurt yourself and hurt other people. So Allah said the evil comes because of your own mistakes. Because I gave you guidance, So same thing the California Highway Patrol will tell. The guidance for the manual for this is you don't drive more than 75 miles. 70 miles is the recommended speed. That's a safe speed how you drive. But if you do beyond that, or you drink and drive, there's another problem. So you disobey Allah. Allah said don't drink alcohol. And now you drink and drive. Plus you are speeding. So all the things that a human being does and away from the guidance of Allah, then they hurt themselves and hurt other people. That's why Allah in that context say, in that context, but overall context is philosophically is different. Who created evil and who created good, we'll talk about in other subject. But right now in that particular verse we can understand that Allah said the good and evil, how it operates. So in this way, what comes to you of good is from Allah, and what comes to you of evil, O man, is from yourself. And we have sent you, O Muhammad, to the people as a messenger, and sufficient is Allah as witness. And this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I'm witnessing. You're doing good, you're doing bad, So good is doing, Allah knows this is good and this is bad. So Allah is the ultimate judge and Allah is the witness. And the next, we're going to be starting the next 5 today, which will be So what we'll do today is the truth, which is al-haq, and then al-wakil, which is the trustee, ultimate trustee and disposer of affairs. Al-qawi, which is the most strong. Al-mateen, the firm one, authoritative. And al-wali, the protector. These are the 5 attributes we'll talk about today. And inshallah in this class, so we'll go one by one and we'll look into it. Now the first one is al-haq, the truth. Sometimes it's not a tangible thing. What is truth? Something. So what is truth? You know, how you define truth? Truth is the source. Allah is the reality. But when we say what is truth actually, it's you know the truth sometimes. You know? So what basically something, let's say something happens. If you have a detail, complete detail, you know, so you can easily justify, you can easily judge things. You know. Somebody say a bad thing to something, somebody heard about the bad thing, and now you are witnessing something. You can explain what happened. So you're going to have to tell the truth, what's going on. In that context, you have to know what action. Because the human being has actions of eyes, action of ear, actions of mouth, actions of hands. Everything is the actions. So some action takes place, you have to describe that. And each action makes your transaction is a good deed or a bad deed. That's why the human beings are judged, because Allah mentioned in the Quran that every human being will operate with their actions. So the most important action is the action of the heart. Again, action of the heart starts with your intention. So all our ibadah, all our thing in life, Allah does not accept until you make intention. That's why if you are praying and you don't intend to pray, you just pray. But you have to make intention. Oh Allah, you commanded me to pray, I intend. And sincerely I like to pray because you commanded me to pray. You make intention before the wudu because you make intention. So this is all the intention starts first action. And that's where, because Allah is the truth, Allah is al-haq, then the al-haq establishes with your firm belief, you know, belief is. Because how you relate this haq, sometime, for example, you can see something from your eyes, but you are not sure. You can see something from the knowledge, but you have not seen it. Sometimes you see, somebody gonna tell you such and such a thing. You just have the knowledge, but you have not seen it. Somebody say, let's see something, you know, you can see it, but you are not experiencing it. And something you can see it, you have a knowledge, you can see it, and you can also experience it. And that's how you understand the truth completely, full. As a human being, we have a 3 aspects to concentrate. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has those ideas in the Quran. Number 1, you must have heard the word ilmul yaqeen. That's what in Surah Al-Qasr. Ilmul yaqeen. So you have a knowledge and you are believing that knowledge because that's ilmul yaqeen. But then second idea is anal yaqeen. You can see something. Yaqeen is you have a belief, firm belief. Yeah, I'm sure about that. That's what yaqeen means. I'm sure about it. Then anal yaqeen, you see from your eyes and then you establish this is the truth. Okay. You hear about that, you understood this is the truth because the reliable source is that makes sense. You know, this is the truth. You analyze it, you understand it, and you understand the facts. These are the numbers, these are the data. So I understand this is the truth. But now you see it, you say this is the truth. And now you experience something, and they say this is really a truth. Now I'm experiencing because you go. For example, if you see a smoke, very far distance, some smoke, and then you will see, oh, there's a smoke. Somebody said, I saw the smoke over there. So knowledge is coming to you. I'm seeing the smoke near Al Segundo or something, or the plane strike. You know, like a couple of weeks ago, there was a plane accident because somebody said, I see the smoke over there. So, and I heard the news from the channel. It says something happened. You know, the plane was struck over there, and there's a big accident. And so, what do? Ilmul yaqeen. Okay. Now you have a ilm.